WCBI News at 10 starts now.
We have breaking news tonight. A man has died tonight after a car hit him. He was walking down a road in western Clay County. 60-year-old William Stevenson. He died there at the scene. This was on Walker Sanders Road. It was around 7:30 p.m. tonight. Clay County Sheriff Eddie Scott says deputies there are investigating. They're interviewing the driver of the car tonight. They'll send the body for an autopsy. To news out of Washington today. The United States Senate confirmed Jeff Sessions tonight to be President Donald Trump's Attorney General. There were 5 more yeas than nays in the vote tonight. Every fellow Republican voted in favor of him. Sessions has represented Alabama in the Senate for the past 2 decades. Many Democrats asked Sessions about past allegations of racism during his confirmation hearings recently. A Republican cut short a Democrat Senator Elizabeth Warren. That was on Tuesday in those hearings. It's a moment that's receiving some attention around the nation. A bill passed the State House today. It's going to add methods for executions in Mississippi. It includes a firing squad, electrocution, and a gas chamber. Right now, only the execution method is lethal injection in Mississippi. There's the potential for a court to block that use after a lawsuit is claiming it's cruel and unusual punishment. That sparked this bill. Only Oklahoma and Utah have a firing squad as an option. This bill is now going to go to the Senate. The Mississippi legislature voted today to increase the penalties for violent crimes against law enforcement. The House passed this bill. It's what many are calling the Back the Badge Act. There was debate on the floor. The bill, though, passed this afternoon fairly easily. It applies to crimes against officers, firefighters, and emergency responders. The 2 chambers are going to exchange bills now for potential changes there. He's been patrolling the state highways for almost 2 decades, working to keep drivers safe. Now the community is reaching out to help Trooper Jason Terrell as he battles cancer. Our Victoria Bailey has the story.
I mean, he's just like a brother to me, and I just do anything I can for him.
The thoughts and feelings shared by many at the news of beloved State Trooper Jason Terrell's diagnosis.
I'd go to the doctor and they treated me for a hernia. They thought it might have been a hernia at first, and then later on it was mimicking pains of a kidney stone. And just with no relief, they finally sent me in for a CAT scan, and they saw the mass.
Jason was diagnosed on December 5th, 2016 with leiomyosarcoma, a cancer of soft tissue and involuntary muscle. Now, within days, Jason says the love and support started pouring in.
The great thing about living in a small town like Vardaman, everybody knows everybody, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't receive texts, phone calls, letters, just everything of wishing me well, and that's what's got me to this point, and it's really changed my outlook on a lot of things.
Jason has served as a trooper for 19 years in Calhoun County. Residents say Jason has been there for the community, and now it's their turn.
We met one night and we said, hey, this is something we want to do, and word got out, and that's all it took. People started calling, like I said, from the top of the state to the bottom of the state, showing their support, just asking what they could do to help.
Janet Lancaster is just one of the many benefit organizers, and she says it came together quickly with just a little help.
And it's really been a community event. It's been supported by all of the law enforcement with the state and the local law enforcement, with all the businesses, the churches, the community members. It's just been a tremendous amount of people involved in it.
The community's main goal with this event is to show Jason how big of an impact he makes on lives every day.
A man who spent his whole career serving and putting his life on the line for the citizens of that community, for the community to turn around and come back and show this support for him. You just can't think of a more humbling, more honoring thing.
Jason has a great impact on so many people across the state, not just here in this community.
I mean, he's just like a brother to me, and I mean, we work together. He works up here, and I just do anything I can for him.
Victoria, thank you. The benefit for Terrell is going to be February 18th at the Multipurpose Building. It's going to be in Pittsboro. That's at 4 o'clock in the afternoon that day. For more information on donating, you can visit our website, WCBI.com. This is a fun event for charity tonight. Guns versus hoses. It's in Tupelo. The guns, the police, they face the hoses, the firefighters. They competed in a couple of different ways. Foam dart shooting, you saw that. They did trivia out there. They also ate a bunch of wings, had a contest for that. The money for this event goes to the Police Athletic League and the Cops and Kids Reading Program.
We try to do charity events throughout the year just to help the community and just to be a part of the community and get our faces out there and get to know the people and just do what we can.
It gives the community to see us in a different light without the badge on a traditional law enforcement encounter, traffic stop, things like that, and lets them know that we're real people and they get to come up and speak and we introduce, and so it really just is a light event.
The Tupelo Police Department came out on top in that competition. Buffalo Wild Wings hosted that event. They're donating money to each of the charities there. Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson is in with us now for a look at the weather.
Well, Tommy, right now things are quiet as far as the radar is concerned. We had those storms and showers earlier. Those have gone well to our east and southeast right now, but temperatures, they are falling big time. It's still 50 in Columbus, 56 in Louisville, but check out Tupelo, 45, 39 in Oxford, 41 in Corinth. We have wind speeds picking up from the north and northwest at 15 to 25, gusting to about 30 to 35, mid to low 30s for forecast lows tonight. Wind chills dipping down into the upper 20s in some spots later on. A lot of sunshine, though, across our region tomorrow. Here's Starkville, highs around 50, Tommy. Your full forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Keith, thank you. Some area students are learning about giving to people who are in need. Tupelo Elementary School students are helping people in Hattiesburg after the recent tornado there. Our Ollie Martin shows us how.
Students in Dr. Stephanie Wayne's Advanced English Language Arts class take a quick break from their daily lesson to sort and organize box after box of donated items.
We have personal hygiene items such as toothbrushes, toothpaste, wash towels, bath towels. We have deodorant, soap. We also have canned goods.
One of the buildings in the path of the storm was Rowan Elementary. Students decided to help the kids there because a former Thomas Street teacher is now part of the staff at the damaged school.
Mrs. Rashida Kemp sent me an email asking if we could help her with this project of getting, actually what they asked for were $20 gift cards from Walmart or Dollar General. But because our students are always so willing to help, we extended it to our leadership team, and they asked students to bring in supplies as well.
What began as one teacher's idea quickly turned into a school-wide project. Students say they're glad to help out.
I think it's important because they can't help that a tornado came, and it's going to be really hard for them to get back to a normal life, and we can help by bringing in supplies.
Anybody at any age can do this by just collecting for goods to provide for families, and it can be a small amount of goods or a large amount of goods.
Dr. Wayne will deliver the items to Rowan Elementary this Friday. In Tupelo, I'm Allie Martin, WCBI News.
Thank you, Allie. Faculty and staff there at Milam donated gift cards for the tornado victims. A Lamar County, Alabama coach is helping his students win on and off the field. Coach Joseph Taylor is our Educator of the Week. You can find him on the sidelines during track practice and meets there at Sullivan High School. But when it comes to history lessons, he's leading from the front. Coach Taylor says he's a little more intense on the field than he is in the classroom. Whether he's teaching or whether he's coaching, Taylor says his job is his passion.
What I love about my job the most is I get to do what I love. I like to make a difference in kids' lives, make an impact, teaching them to be on time, teaching them to work well with others so they can make a positive impact on the community.
All right, let's do question number...
To nominate a teacher, visit WCBI.com. Columbus Middle School 6th graders are the first students in the area to complete a new program. It's called Too Good for Drugs. It's designed to reduce underage drinking and prescription drug abuse. Community Counseling Prevention Services and Department of Mental Health put on the 10-week class. Other area schools are going to be participating in the program, too.
All right, hey, weather-wise, here in Columbus, you can see the Skycam bobbing up and down. We have some breezes out here tonight, and it looks like we're going to have a cool next 24 to 36 hours with this little Arctic air mass coming on in, modified Arctic air. But we're warmer, 70s for the weekend. More after the break.
WCBI's Educator of the Week is brought to you by Food Giant, where your neighbors are the owners. Your first alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Well, friends, just a few hours ago, it was 77 degrees in Tupelo. Right now, 43 degrees. Wind sustained at 21, gusting over 30 miles per hour. Let's talk about Tupelo. Temperatures will continue to tumble down into the 33-degree range by 7 o'clock. Some of these clouds can linger around, but we'll see a lot of sunshine on Thursday. Just much cooler, 44 at noon, 47 our forecast high. Down to the south in the Golden Triangle area, as we mentioned earlier, Starkville starting out at 36 and warming up to about 50. A far cry from those upper 70s we had earlier today. Zap! We had some lightning earlier today with some of those showers and storms. That was the view in Hamilton, Mississippi. Earlier this evening, those storms now moving southeast of Birmingham, Alabama. They're trucking off to the southeast. We do not have to worry about that. This line of storms goes all the way to Atlanta, up to Asheville, North Carolina on the northern fringe of this. A pretty good snowstorm is developing, and there's going to be a monster winter storm over here in New England tomorrow. Maybe a foot of snow there in New York City and Boston. So there is some winter still left in the lower 48. Today it's just like summer down here with upper 70s, but now we are cooling on down. Check out Memphis, 39, still 50 in Columbus, and still 70 though down in Hattiesburg. The wind chill showing back up here, low 30s in North Mississippi, and that will continue to move south, those wind chills, as we go throughout the course of the night. And those wind speeds gusting over 30 miles per hour now, 31 in Tupelo. Now, as you can see, we're looking at 30s, then 40s, perhaps some low 50s across some lucky spots tomorrow. Those winds will stay with us from the northwest at 10 to 20, but tomorrow night those winds will subside a lot, and that will get us down below freezing, it looks like. Not so much tonight. We're mid to low 30s. Tomorrow night, likely 30 to about 28. So couple of cold nights around here. Here's our city-by-city forecast. We're looking at 44 in Iuka, 48 in Houston, again 47 in Pontotoc and in Tupelo, 51 in Columbus, around 50 in Euport and Ackerman, 52 if we're lucky down there in Macon, and around 50 here in West Alabama. The front moved on through. High pressure comes on in for tomorrow. We're on the back side of it, though. As we get into the weekend, that means southerly breezes, warmer temperatures. Our next chance of rain will come late in the weekend with that front right there. Here's our 7-day. You can see this whiplash roller coaster ride. 29 tomorrow night, back to 63 Friday, 70s for the weekend again. Crazy stuff for the next 7 days. There's your forecast. More of the show after the break.
To our Health Talk with Baptist segment tonight. February is Heart Month. Tonight, Baptist is talking about how we can treat coronary artery disease.
Hi, I'm Dr. John King, part of the cardiology team at Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle. Tonight, I want to talk to you about how we treat coronary artery disease. You can do a lot to lower your odds of getting coronary artery disease. Quitting smoking is the most important first step to controlling coronary artery disease. If you smoke, your chances of having a heart attack are double those of a non-smoker. Other lifestyle changes, such as following a heart-healthy diet, low in fat and cholesterol, and high in fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and other plant-based foods, and increasing your physical activity can help lower your risk. Managing your stress and anger are other healthy ways to put you back in control of your health. High blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol are treated with a combination of diet, exercise, and medications. Aspirin and other blood thinners are used to help prevent a heart attack. In some patients, a blockage may require placing a stent or bypass surgery to correct the blocked artery. A stent is a small metal tube that is expanded inside the blocked artery with a tiny balloon. The balloon is removed and the stent stays behind to prop open the blocked artery. Bypass surgery or open heart surgery is using a vein or artery from the patient's body to go around or bypass the blocked artery. This is like a detour on a road that is under construction. Join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist, when we will discuss what to expect during a heart catheterization.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle. Here's WCBI Sports with Robbie Donahoe.
The win over Tennessee back on January 18th ignited a new spark in the Ole Miss Rebels basketball program. 4 out of the last 5 games in the SEC have resulted in wins for Andy Kennedy's team. As the head coach started to see his team put the pieces together. Tonight they look to keep the train rolling on the road against Tennessee. Never easy to go into Knoxville and win at Thompson Bowling Arena. Ole Miss looking to defeat the odds, and they were doing work early thanks to Terrence Davis. He had 10 first-half points coming off a screen here, hit the triple. And even when Davis wasn't hitting, watch this. This shot so far off, yet Marcampus Hyman there for the follow-up slam. Davis would pick up his second foul shortly after that. No matter, Rasheed Brooks going to line up a wing 3. He's got that one. And then Dre Burnett, he's also going to have a 3 right here. One more from Brooks. He was here. Rebels had 5 first-half threes. They may just won the entire game in their first meeting with the Vols. Rebs led 38-34 at recess. Second half, the lead would start to grow. Hyman again, climbing high on this ferocious putback right there. The Rebels would be up by as many as 7 in the second half. Cullen Neal would have a big triple right here when Tennessee looked like they were going to get in front. And Ole Miss just kept pushing Tennessee back. Every time the Vols had a rally, Ole Miss had an answer. Here's Breon Tyree with the answer, down the lane for 2. But with 2 minutes to play, the Vols would grab the lead. Robert Hubbs, he's going to drive here, left-handed finish for 2. Tennessee would end the game on a 17-2 run here. Jordan Bowden just left all alone for the 3 that would pretty much put it away. Volunteers win 75-66. The Rebels fall to 14-10 overall, 5-6 in SEC play. Well, to our Student Athlete of the Week, Ladavius Drain, one of the top students in his class at Calhoun City. And by the way, he's a straight A student. Now the Southern Miss basketball commit will plan to major in business following his high school career. WCBI's Jonathan Flippo has more.
That's what opposing teams have to get used to when Calhoun City's Ladavius Drain pulls up for a jumper. The combo guard is averaging 33 points and 12 rebounds per game this season. The senior is looking to make the most of his last few weeks as a Calhoun City Wildcat.
Just playing basketball with all the special talent we've had over the years, and my team now, and just going to Jackson every year I've played in high school.
You heard that right. Drain looks to get his team back to Jackson for a 4th straight year and bring a state championship trophy back to Calhoun City for the first time since 1988. Ladavius feels confident this team can do it.
We just got to put it all together. We can't have a bad quarter. We just got to play 4 quarters together and as a team. I'm very confident, and all we got to do is play like we're capable of, and we'll be down there.
The smooth righty has done it all for the Wildcats this season, leading them to a 16-9 record so far. Teammate Atarius Moore and head coach Darren Coffey say the senior continues to lead on and off the court.
He's not selfish. He's going to pass you the ball. You want him to take the shots most of the time, and then sometimes he be too unselfish with it. We want to shoot the ball most of the time, but he ain't no selfish player. He's a great leader.
I've coached a lot of good kids. He's right there in the top 2. So he's just a really good kid to be around. He works hard in the classroom, works hard outside the classroom, outside the court, very responsible. So he's just a really great kid to coach and be around.
There's also a secret behind Drain's stat book stuffing performances. Opposing teams better watch out if Ladavius gets his peanut M&Ms and Powerade, because if he does, it could be game over.
Just something that I started as a freshman. My mama gave me that one game, and I scored like 35 points. I just kept doing it after that.
Calhoun City will be on the road Friday at Houston for the season finale before they host district play next week. Reporting in Calhoun City, I'm Jonathan Flippo with WCBI Sports.
WCBI Student Athlete of the Week with Jonathan Flippo is brought to you by C Spire Wireless.
He's got that $1 million smile, but boy, that kid's got a killer instinct. Good story. Thank you, Jonathan. Congrats to Ladavius Drain and everything he's done so far. We look forward to seeing him in Hattiesburg next year. That's it for sports. We'll get a last look at your forecast when we come back.
All right, look at these temperatures. We are really getting cold across the northern counties, already down into the 30s and low 40s. That cold air is coming south, Tommy, so we will wake up to temperatures in the 30s, 40s, low 50s tomorrow. Oof. And then 29 tomorrow night. But a quick rebound Friday, sunny, 63, 70s for the weekend. Perfect timing there.
Just one night of below freezing. Just one night.
I know. We'll be close tonight, but even colder tomorrow night.
Right.
Jackets needed.
Thank you. Thanks, Stephen Colbert is coming up next.